Hello and welcome to this video on optimizing websites for voice searches or doing voice search SEO. So as you can remember, yesterday I taught you in a separate tutorial about voice search and voice search technology and how voice search impacts the SEO. So in today's tutorial, I am going to teach you how you can optimize your website for voice searches. With that said, with the rise of voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant, voice search is becoming more and more popular. In fact, it is estimated that by 2023 there will be 8 billion voice assistants in use that will be used worldwide. So if you want your website to rank well in voice search results, you need to optimize it accordingly. So that's why I am going to share my 7 strategies with you today so you can optimize your website for voice searches. So let's get started without further ado. But before we start with the 7 strategies on how to optimize your website for voice searches, please make sure to subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notified instantly for every new tutorial of this advanced SEO course being offered by ClickDo. Anyway, so let's get started without further ado. Alright guys, so I have specially prepared this presentation for you guys in which I will try to tell you about my 7 strategies that I use to optimize websites for voice searches. So the first one is you can use is to add the FAQ pages to your website. So what are FAQ pages? These are basically the pages which are specially based on the frequently asked questions, right? So with that said, one of the best ways to optimize your website for voice search is to add FAQ pages. When people ask voice assistants questions, they often use natural language like what are the best restaurants near me or how do I change a tire. By creating FAQ pages that answer these types of questions, you increase the likelihood that your website will show up in voice search results. So this is the strategy number 1 which you can steal. So the second one is to optimize for featured snippet. So what are featured snippets? These are basically highlighted text that Google shows you whenever you search for specific questions. The best example of featured snippet is shown in this screenshot on the right side of the screen. As you can see, when I search on Google how to be more productive at workplace, then Google returned this result. And now this is a featured snippet, right? And as you can see, this is the question that I asked Google using the voice assistant, right? Not I typed this keyword in the search results. So with that said, another important strategy for optimizing your website for voice search is to optimize for featured snippets. So featured snippets are the short summaries that appear at the top of Google search results. In fact, according to a study by SEMrush, 70% of all answers returned from voice searches which were occupied a SERP feature, and out of them, with 60% of those returning a featured snippet result. So now you can guess the importance of optimizing your website for featured snippets. So if you can get your website to appear in a featured snippet, you are more likely to show up in voice search results as well. So the strategy number 3 is to using a very natural language when writing content for your website in terms of landing pages, copy, blog post, articles. So As I mentioned earlier, people often use natural language when using voice assistants, right? So when creating content for your website, it is important to write in a way that sounds natural when spoken aloud. This means using conversational language and avoiding overly technical jargon. Now you already got the idea, and I don't think it further needs clarification because I have already discussed this strategy in my previous tutorial yesterday. So the strategy number 4 is to include the long tail keywords within your content, or sprinkle the long tail keywords when writing the content for your website. Now, what is a long tail keyword? This is also what I explained yesterday, but here is an example of the long tail keyword. In the screenshot of the right side of the screen, you can see what I search. I search how to be more productive at workplace, right? Now, a long tail keyword is basically a key phrase that consists of more than 4 to 5 words. So as you can see, there are how many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now this is called a long tail keyword. And when people use voice assistants to search for specific services or products, they naturally use long tail key phrases, right? Because in other way they use a complete sentence. They did not only search for benefits of Apple. Instead they may speak in the voice assistants. What are the top benefits of eating apples on a daily basis? Now you can guess this long tail query surpassed the number of words up to 10. So long tail keywords are longer and more specific phrases that people might use in voice searches. For example, instead of searching for pizza, someone might ask their voice assistant, where can I find the best pizza in New York City? So by including long tail keywords in your content, you increase the chances of your website showing up in voice search results. So the strategy number 5 is to include filler words in your content. Now, what are the filler words? Basically, filler words are like the, a, and n. May seem unimportant, but they can actually make a big difference when it comes to voice search. Why? When people use voice assistants, they often use filler words to make their queries sound more natural. So by including filler words in your content, you increase the chances of your website showing up in the voice search results. Now here is an example. The first example is when you speak in your voice search assistant, right? So for example, like I told you in the previous slide, when I'm looking for the benefits of Apple and when I'm using voice search assistants, this is what I am going to ask. What are the benefits of eating apples, right? Now, if you can just simplify this query further, it is simply will become the benefits of Apple, right? So when you search in the search engines, you will write this kind of question, which is like benefits of Apple, which hardly consists of 3 words, right? But in the above example, as you can see, this is the long tail keywords, and I have used all the filler words into it. What are the filler words? The filler word is are, the, of, right? So these are the filler words. So when possible, try to use filler words within your content, right? So you should not only just write benefits of Apple and then list the benefits of Apple. Now you can use this exact query as a H2 tag, H3 tag within your article and then list all the benefits of Apple. This way you can optimize your whole website for voice searches using filler words. So the strategy number 6 is very simple, and you have already heard about it a lot more. So it is to improve your website speed. Now, no doubt website speed is a very important factor when it comes to SEO, but it also impacts the voice search SEO. Why? Site speed is important for all types of search, but it is especially important for voice search. People expect fast results when using voice assistants. So if your website is slow to load, they are more likely to move on to another site. To improve site speed, make sure your images are optimized, your code is streamlined, and your server is reliable. That's it. And which nicely brings us to the last strategy that you can use in order to increase the likelihood of your website to be pairing for the voice searches. Now the last but not the least, the last strategy is to increase the domain authority of your website. Now, like I said, what is a domain authority? First, let me clear this. A domain authority is just a measurement of how trustworthy and authoritative your website is in the eyes of search engines. Basically, there is a number from 1 to 100 that shows the domain strength for any domain. Now, the higher the domain authority is, the better is going to be the ranking chances for your website is. Now, how do you optimize or how do you increase the domain authority? Now, it requires lots of work, but simply put, you can increase your domain authority by creating high quality content, getting backlinks from other reputable websites, and engaging with your audience on social media. And there you have it, 7 strategies for optimizing your website for voice search. By following these tips, you will increase your chances of showing up in voice search results and reaching a wider audience. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. But before we end the tutorial, please make sure to subscribe the channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notified instantly for every new tutorial of this great channel on digital marketing, SEO, content marketing, social media marketing. So in addition to this, I also want you to support my channel, and for that what you can do is to simply like and share this tutorial with your peers and friends and give it a thumbs up as well. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.